And today I originally planned to go out and film a beautiful medieval village, but it's spring in Toulouse. Now, I've seen videos, or if you're new to the channel, there are videos where I'm in somewhere in front, there's rain coming up, so I'm just going to take Stan for a walk on the Canal du Midi, which is about 10 minutes from where I live, and I'll show you some parts of Toulouse, because I've shown you the centre, some of the centre of Toulouse. I mean, there's lots more to do, but I'll just show you the Canal du Midi, just down the road from where I live, on a grey, probably going to be rainy day. Let's go. And as you can see, we're pretty much in an urban setting. It's in the suburbs of Toulouse, but let's go and get the canal, get to the canal. As you can see, we're pretty soon, I mean this is 4 or 5 minutes away from where we were just a minute ago, from the noisy road. We're still in the outskirts of Toulouse, but we're gradually getting to these lovely big plane trees which line the Canal du Midi. Now this canal, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it joins the Atlantic to the Mediterranean from near Bordeaux right the way down to Thau on the Mediterranean. So it's a fabulous, fabulous walk. We probably won't be doing all of it today, but we're probably going to do about 10k. Right, let's go. So, as in all cities, make sure you lock your bike up. Nothing much left of that one. So spring is springing. The trees are getting their leaves. In fact, I think it's from Tuesday. We've got like sun all the time. But there you go. Let's deal with the grey weather. No, there will be no problem with that, apart from getting a bit wet and a bit cold. But it's nice for walking anyway. There's people out running, cycling, walking, trying to get fit for the summer, which will be up on us pretty soon. Trying to get that beach body, you know, rather than a beached whale body. Now, how cool is it to live in one of these big converted barges? You're not far from the city, but quiet enough to enjoy it. By the way, when I was talking about a beach whale body, I wasn't talking about anybody else. It was referring to me. There you go. Okay. Disclaimer. And this is one of the things that Toulouse is famous for. Airbus. It's probably the centre, European centre for aeronautics and space, and a lot of the jobs around the Toulouse area come from these companies and other companies that supply them. Now we're getting to a quarter of Toulouse called Ramonville, and quite a few people live along here in these lovely converted barges. How lovely is that? And this one is for sale at an estate agent, Orpi, if you fancy it. Spring is definitely in the air, even if it's not really in the weather. Everything's sprouting, the flowers, the trees, everything is fabulous. And it will be. So loads of little ports here as well, you know, for repairing of boats and stuff. And just over there, maybe I can get a bit closer view. I mean, it's not very scenic, but we can have a look anyway. So that wooden building there, you can just see it in the background there. That's called the Bikini. Now the Bikini is a concert hall, It's a venue where quite a few groups come. Now I've seen Nada Surf about 3 or 4 times, and I'll be seeing Nada Surf again. Do you know Nada Surf? I'll put the name up, and they're brilliant. I bought their first album, High Low. Yeah, absolutely fabulous, and they absolutely love it here. And they say every time when they come here, they say this is their favourite venue. And I guess any group could say that, but you almost believe them. And the thing is, they have a great contact with the audience, because I think 2 of them went to a French lycée in New York. They're an American group, and they speak perfect French, so they're able to speak with the audience, and the audience love it, obviously. Also, another group I saw here was it's a singer called Selah Sue. I'll put that up as well. You may not have heard of her. She's Belgian. She's got this real gravelly voice. She's a little tiny woman with this massive, powerful voice, and she's been here. I've seen her about 3 or 4 times here as well, and she says the same. She loves it here. It is true that it's not the biggest concert hall. There's a bigger one called the Zenith. So as I was saying about this concert hall, Morchiba, I've seen Morchiba here. I've seen Toots and the Maytals. I've seen so many groups here. And as I said, it's not a huge concert hall, but it has some sort of intimity, if we can say that. Yeah, you're very close to the artists, and it's just, well, there's 2 levels. So you can go upstairs, there's a bar and stuff, and look over. Or you've got the bottom level, and that's it. It's absolutely fabulous place, really, really nice. And as I said, I'm going to go in on the 5th of July to see Nada Surf. Hi Nada. So we've just come 5k along, just over 5k. I was going to go a little bit further, but really the weather's not great. Anyway, when I first started out doing this video this morning, I wasn't that convinced, you know. Maybe because it's a place that I know really, really well. And, you know, when you've been to a place many, many, many times, you feel possibly that it's, well, not as interesting to people. However, I've quite enjoyed this. I mean, I did start doing it because I thought, well, I have to post something, you know, every week, as you do on YouTube, which is not the best way to think about a YouTube channel or the people watching it. But it has really been good. I mean, I've seen like 3 different types of woodpecker, loads of water birds and birds of prey, red kites, black kites, buzzards, I saw peregrine, and I saw kestrels, and it's a real good way to get out in the sort of the biodiversity of the city. Bonjour. And as I say, it's right in the suburbs of Toulouse. It actually goes right the way into Toulouse, so it provides a real good, this is the Canal du Midi I'm talking about, a real good sort of space for animals and birds and wildlife in general. And it's absolutely beautiful. And when you think about the Canal du Midi, as I said, it goes from Bordeaux to the Mediterranean. And not only was it a huge sort of act of engineering, a feat of engineering, but it made people, it stopped the boats having to go through the notorious Bay of Biscay around Spain and Portugal and through the Mediterranean. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, really. And you know, it also led to the development and also maybe the decline of some villages, because some of the villages away from the Canal du Midi declined, whilst others that were alongside it really thrived and grew. So I've actually enjoyed this, hope you have. We'll be looking at some more stuff as we go along. I'm going to go back the long way, which is about 8k, so you know, it's about a 13 or 14k morning walk. Very nice. Stan enjoyed it. Okay, the weather wasn't on our side, but you know, such is life, I suppose. Anyway, let's have a look at some more stuff along the way. There have been a few problems with diseases of these trees that line the Canal du Midi, but you can also see some of these huge oak trees along the way. Absolutely fabulous. And I think this shows some of the trees that have been felled because of the disease. You can see they're all totally hollowed out inside. this is called the Pont des Demoiselles. The Demoiselles being unmarried women. And it is said that on this bridge, in the past, prostitutes were there for the sailors that came, or they were not sailors really, but the bargemen or whatever who came in. And it's called the Pont des Demoiselles, the bridge of the misses, miss as in unmarried woman. But, you know, like everything, it could be just an urban myth. You never know. That's the way that we've been down there towards the Bikini and all the rest. I'm now standing on the Pont des Demoiselles. There's quite a bit of traffic around today, don't know why. And this way is the opposite way. This is going to Toulouse. It's about 2-3 kilometers maybe to the very center of Toulouse, maximum I'd say 2, along the canal, which is a really nice walk. And just 2 minutes from the canal is this church called the Church of Saint Joseph. So that was the end of our little walk today. I hope you've enjoyed it. That was just a little look into sort of the urban scape of Toulouse along the Canal du Midi. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you did like it. There'll be more. As the weather gets better, we'll be going out a little bit more into the countryside and into the little medieval villages that I love in this beautiful French countryside. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like.